right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Stepback. I'm Kyle. That's Pat. Pat, we got a lot to get into this week, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's been a crazy week.
All right, so first of all, the All-Stars just got announced.
Yeah, like an hour ago.
All right, so let's get into it. Here, you want to read it here? I got it for you right here. You got starters and reserves.
All right, so it's just in alphabetical order. So we're just going to read down the list of East and West. So it's Giannis, Beal, Steph Curry, Luka, KD, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Jokic, and Kawhi. And reserves are Jaylen Brown, Anthony Davis, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Julius Randle, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Vooch, and Zion Williamson. So, your initial reaction was what?
I guess my first reaction was no Booker, no Trey, no Bam, and 3 Nets guys.
Kyrie hasn't even played, like...
He's a starter.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
He was not on my ballot. Was he on yours?
Period. No,
he
yeah,
wasn't
at
on
all,
mine
at
either.
all.
He wasn't on mine.
I didn't think he should have been elected after taking a full week off.
Same. You missed like half of the games that have been played so far.
Yeah, why are you an all-star?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also think it's
weird.
A little weak that James Harden is rewarded as an all-star after
he's a reserve, though.
Bogus.
He's a reserve.
Houston.
Okay, dude. All right, so the East big here is
Vooch. Yeah.
You would want Vooch over Bam?
No.
That might be tough.
Yeah, no. But I need Vooch in there. Vooch needs to be on the list, period.
Who are you taking out to get?
Randall.
I need Bam on here.
Randall.
Julius Randle?
Randall's gone.
Isn't he like 28 and 12?
Yeah, I know, man, but Bam is winning games. Vooch is winning games too, man. I mean, they haven't had, what's his name? Isaac or Fultz all year. And Vooch is carrying this team every night, 35 and 16, 32 and 18. He shoots the 3 well. He gets rebounds. Yeah, Vooch is legit, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying he's not. He's like all-star level.
Yeah, for sure. He should be in every year. Vooch is like a first. Like, he's worth the max slot. Randall.
Julius Randle, 23.2, 11, and 5.5 dimes. Well, that's pretty much the same line as Bam. A little more scoring. Bam is 19.5, 9.5, or 19.6, 9.5, and 5.5.
Yeah, Vooch is less assists than both those guys.
Field. Yeah, 58% from the field.
Does that impact you, though? So, like, for me, it's like, man, Vooch is doing all this without anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Is better
but
on
no
offense.
one talks about Vooch. He's buried in Orlando, and he's in a small market, and they suck.
Yeah,
and they
that's
suck
true.
every year, and they're always in 8
They're in the playoffs last year.
That's what I'm saying. They've been in the 8 seed for 2 straight years. Whether you want to talk about it or not, they were in the bubble last year, and it's like, man, these guys don't get any respect. And yeah, you're right, they suck. But dude, they have an all-star caliber player in Vooch, where if someone trades for him, people are gonna be like, oh my god, this guy's awesome.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, he is awesome, and
These
he rebounds well.
casuals-
He doesn't play defense as good as like Bam and those other guys.
No, that's okay though. But he's scoring 25 a game. So
yeah,
these casuals,
and he shoots the ball and rebounds.
These casuals that don't know who this guy is, this guy's a monster.
They
man.
know who he is, but they don't watch him play.
Yeah, dude, he's an awesome player, man, and he should be an all-star just about every year. Vooch, I ride with Vooch. Period.
Same, but I'm also at the point where Bam is there too. He's a perennial all-star. Bam is at the level where he should be.
Fine,
an all-star
but
every year.
if we're doing Bam or Randall,
Bam's a much better player, but
rank
Randall's,
those 3 bigs.
You know what it is.
Yeah, it's Bam, Vooch, Randall.
Yes, correct. But Randall's
What are we
having
talking
a crazy
about?
breakout year.
Yeah, that's cool, man, but they suck.
Yeah, I know. And on a bad team.
Miami kind of sucks too, though.
Like Beal last year averaged 30 a game for the Wizards, did not make the All-Star team.
Yeah.
Averaging 30 a game.
Do you think, as like the NBA, do you think that they just value winning more? Like
I think they're
All-Stars?
starting to. Yeah, I think they're starting
like
to.
winning games and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, dude, this guy can't be 30 a game and suck. Obviously, what you were talking about with Beal, but it's like, dude, the one that stands out to me is like Chris Paul. Chris Paul's 16 and 8. Phoenix sucked last year.
Yeah.
They were garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, they won those last 8 games in the bubble, but dude, they were garbage. They were garbage.
And Chris Paul goes
came
there
in, yeah.
16-8, and he's an all-star. That's good
and they're
enough.
a 3 seed and the 4 seed in the West.
That's good enough to make the all-star team. They're saying that's good enough to make the all-star team if you win games.
Over
16-8.
Booker's 24, 4, and 5.
Because Booker didn't make it this year. His own teammate, who's obviously statistically playing better, but we know he doesn't impact winning as much, and therefore they go
awesome.
with CP.
But it's like, dude, that sucks for Booker because Booker's probably the best, like most athletic, most stat-stuffing, jaw-dropping kind of guy, and CP just does all the little stuff, And it's like it immediately turns into wins. It's crazy, man. Booker's awesome, and it sucks that he got snubbed, but like I see it, man.
It's like Beal.
Yeah,
Well,
LaVine
made the All-Star team. How about this? Shout out Zach LaVine. We're sitting in Chicago. If I turn that camera,
tough,
you see. If I turn this camera right here, you'll see the Chicago skyline out our window right here. We're 35 stories up in a skyscraper in Chicago. So, Zach LaVine makes his first All-Star appearance. He's, the Bulls don't suck. They're an 8 seed, but you just said the Magic suck and they make the 8 seed every year. So by that same standard, then the Bulls suck and they got a guy out there averaging 28.5 a game or whatever it is, and he's an All-Star. Whereas Beal last year and Booker this year.
Yeah, but Beal last year, they were garbage. They were bottom of the conference.
Yeah.
Like LaVine is out here. They're the 8 seed right now.
Booker's team isn't garbage.
Yeah, no.
He's a 3 or 4 seed.
Yeah, but they're
right
in
now.
the West, man. There's so many other guys. I mean, you can't take Dame out of it.
Yeah.
Dame, I mean, like we were saying before the show, he's like, dude, we could make an argument.
Dame's the MVP.
MVP. Yeah,
Dame might be the MVP right now. He might be the most valuable player.
So, all right, let's look at this then. So, out of the West, what guard are you taking out? PG? PG's been awesome this year.
Out of the West, what do you mean? Who am I? Oh, for Booker.
Yeah,
I'm pulling. Yeah, because we got.
Yeah, it's super tough.
See, I'm more upset about the East. Like, I don't like Kyrie as a starter.
Yeah, that's whack.
Harden on the bench is fine with me. But
Beal as a starter, they're probably just because it was so much slander last year. Is Beal really an all-star starter? I mean, Beal's awesome, but
34 points something a game, right?
Oh yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's awesome.
Leading the league in
scoring.
scoring.
Yeah, he should probably start.
But like, I don't know. I guess you're right. I don't want to pull out because I mean,
you can't pull out Mitchell.
Steph's team sucks.
Yeah, but Steph is awesome. He's been unbelievable all year.
Yeah, but so was Beal last year, averaging 30 a game. He didn't even make the All-Star team.
Yeah,
let alone
it's true.
A starter.
Yeah, but Steph's also a starter. 2-time MVP.
I didn't vote for Steph.
Yeah, that's craziness.
I voted for Dame and Luka, both of whom are having better seasons. And Luka's having a down year. Still 28, 9 point something, and 9 point
it's
something.
So tough.
Still better than Steph.
It's so tough to be an all-star in the West.
Yeah, because obviously
so
Steph
hard,
deserves to be an all-star.
Yeah.
Obviously,
you can't.
I'm not sitting here saying the guy who's carrying them to every single win.
Oh my God, yeah,
should not be an all-star. Yeah. Obviously, he's insane, and totally. Every win they have is because he's grinding that out for them. I'm aware. I'm just saying in the West, it's so tough. Like a lot of these guys, you're like, that guy probably should be in. And then you're like, well, who you want to take out? It's like, damn, I don't know.
Yeah, Mitchell can't be taken out.
Yeah,
Mitchell is like, they're the number 1 team in the West.
Yes,
they should be in. PG's been awesome. They're a top 5 team. Dame has been awesome. You got to include him. Chris Paul, I mean, he's in charge of all of Phoenix's
success.
That's
questionable.
So that falls on the cutting block then.
That's questionable.
So it's either are you Chris Paul or Devin Booker? Because Devin Booker by himself didn't do anything.
Yeah, but this is the All-Star game, man.
Yeah,
I'd probably rather have Devin Booker.
For sure.
First of all, how many All-Star appearances does CP have? 14, 13?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Well, if we're going to play that argument, then fine.
It's enough.
Yeah, fine.
Sit your little ass down and let Booker do it.
Chris Paul
I'm just playing, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. It's whatever. He's 16-8, but, I mean, that's kind of a weak line. But, yeah, they're awesome. They keep winning games.
Yeah.
I've been saying it all year. They just, every time you look up, they win more games. So
yeah, Chris Paul is the commander of winning.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on Chris Paul. He's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So
Shea missed, but he's young enough where
dude,
he'll
he's
make a ton.
So good.
He'll
bro.
make a ton.
Oh
yeah, but like
God.
they didn't select him. No Shea. That's kind of sucks.
Shea's awesome.
Yeah, I love Shea.
Shea's awesome, man.
He's legit.
He's gonna be maybe 25 a game.
Yeah, but their team sucks too.
Yeah, they're garbage. For sure. But yeah, man, while we're talking about this, while you're talking about Chicago and everything, Zach LaVine, Bulls are the 8th seed, man.
Yeah.
In the East. With Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Laurie, with all the dysfunction that we've gone through in the last 5 years.
Billy Donovan, dude. Billy Donovan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Billy Donovan, another winning season, is going to go to the playoffs again, man. Huh?
Yeah, you're right.
Billy Donovan's never, ever missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
Never.
Put some respect on his name. Even if
The
he
Bulls
has
just have
bad
an awesome
rosters.
coach.
Even when he has bad rosters.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if you give him a great roster?
Oh,
And it's not led by a dysfunctional point guard.
yeah.
He might be an awesome coach. I guess we don't know.
Dude, his first
You
year,
know?
Zach LaVine is an all-star. What if Billy Donovan is just awesome at handling star players?
Yeah, I mean, Zach LaVine goes to like 29 again, 28 and change.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, but he's
what?
like, Billy Donovan's like
What was he last year? 24 a game or something
Yeah.
like that? Where it was like awesome, but you're like, you know,
Yeah.
it's not there yet.
Right.
24 to 29 is
It's a massive, yeah, for sure.
That's start
It's
a
almost
superstar.
2 threes a game.
Yeah, that's start
for sure.
start a superstar.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it has to do with Billy Donovan. Dude, Billy Donovan used to be a former player. He used to play at Providence and led some Providence team to like the Final Four under Rick Pitino.
Of course.
Yeah, awesome. So
Yeah.
he's a Rick Pitino guy. But, dude, Billy Donovan knows the game. He's awesome with these guys. He's awesome with these players. They understand. They play for him. They play hard for him. Shout out Billy Donovan, man. That's awesome, dude. But while we're talking about this, because I know I want to talk about the Bulls just because I know.
Hold
we've
on,
said
I got
this.
another All-Star. I want to stay on the All-Star.
Okay, okay,
Before
okay.
we move off of
Okay,
it
okay,
completely, I want to talk about the Bulls.
Yeah, okay.
But before we move off of it, I got a couple things to say about
Okay.
the All-Star. One, keep in mind, this is playground style. First of
Yeah.
all, okay, so they're doing that Kobe thing again with the 7 points and the 24. Remember that?
Yeah, they're doing that again?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And I believe that the dunk contest and the 3-point shootout are the same day, right?
Yeah, they're
Like
happening at halftime?
Halftime or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah. So
okay.
that's kind of cool. I'm down with all that. That
Yeah.
seems really cool. The other thing is, keep in mind, this is playground style basketball in that you have captains and they pick their team.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. The two captains are KD and LeBron. Who gets picked first?
Steph.
Steph is first pick?
Yeah.
Who's the last pick? Who's the last pick in the NBA All-Star Game draft that they do?
Randall.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Yeah.
Even though he's awesome, like he's playing
He probably
great.
has no respect from those guys.
He's having a great season. Like,
yeah, he probably has no respect from
yeah,
any
they're
of
probably
those
like,
guys. Like CP or Randall, come on.
yeah, like, I don't know if you're going to be here next year, bro.
Yeah, LeBron's been here like 18 times. He's like, bro,
Yeah.
CP's been here for like 12 of them. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's really funny. But, like, yeah, dude, I agree. I mean, it's tough. Like, somebody like B.I. got robbed.
I think
Booker.
if KD gets a first pick, he'll take Steph. And if LeBron gets a first pick, he should pick Steph. Right? Or is it Harden?
I guess I don't know. I guess it depends, like, what you're looking for and what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm excited, though. This is going to be an awesome All-Star. I'm super excited. I'm happy for Levine. Shout out Randall. Randall got his, and Vooch, and nice, dude.
Yeah, dude, that is pretty cool. All right, move on. You wanted to talk about the Bulls, right?
Oh, dude, before we even get into that, can we talk about just a little Dallas Mavericks here?
Yeah, dude, you've been harping on this
Okay,
since the beginning of the year, really.
Yeah, so since we first really started this again, I've been just on this board of kind of anti-Kristaps. And we've been going back and forth on it, like Dallas isn't a playoff team. You know, we'll see Kristaps is the reason why they suck. So it's like we're trying to figure out what is going on, why they've been falling apart. I mean, you could say it's COVID. You could, you know, whatever
They
you
have
want.
been riddled with
For
COVID
sure,
cases,
yeah,
and
for
Kristaps has not played great. He's played fine. Like, he's 20-9 or whatever. Like, he's playing okay. But,
Yeah.
like, he's not been the Kristaps that they want him to be, and that's because he's played 17 games. And even Carlisle just said the other day he's playing himself back into shape while he's out there. And, like, sometimes even, like, he missed their win the other night because lower back tightness. It's like the same rant you went on about Laurie. It's like, dude, I need you to play. Like, I understand that you're a good player. You're a serviceable player who is...
but be out there.
You need to be on the floor or else... Because you know who's better than a guy... Even if you're an all-star level player but you don't play, you know who's better than that? A G-leaguer.
Because he's playing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to play. Like, it's tough.
You're at least producing, giving me, like, something. But... So
I'm not out on Kristaps like you are. Like, I don't hate Kristaps. I think he can be an effective player on a winning team.
I agree with you.
I sort of agree with you in that he might just not be a second option.
Yes.
He might be a third
Yes.
option on a winning team. That
Like,
might
bro,
be-
All right, so the reason why...
What about last year? They're the most efficient offense of all time last year. They looked unbelievable in the bubble. In the NBA Walt Disney World bubble, those two superstars fit together perfectly, flawlessly, like two superstars. Not like a 1A and 1B. They were awesome. If, like, for that first series, it looked like actually the whole bubble, they looked awesome together, let alone that series. Like, if he's there, they win. I still stand by that. They looked great together. Even just the eye test will tell you, let alone the advanced metrics. I'll say they're the best team ever offensively, but just the eye test will tell you, like, they fit so well together. You could see that, like, if they're both at their peak and playing well and on the floor, they can be an awesome fit together.
Yeah.
The question is, like, do you trust that to happen?
No. And now we're having it. And, bro, we got to talk about, that's all cool and all in the bubble, but he got hurt again. He had another massive injury. He had an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
Achilles. This isn't a twisted ankle. This isn't back stiffness. This isn't, I turned my ankle and I'm going to sit this one. No. He tore an Achilles. He's
7'3".
Yeah, man.
And skill-based, not like a big banger.
Yeah, dude. It's like he handles the ball and he needs to be able to shoot and move quickly. And it's like Achilles handicaps all of that.
Yeah. Lateral movement,
all
on
of
defense.
that.
He can't guard anybody.
He guards nobody.
Nobody. He's the Statue of Liberty.
He can't stay in front of guys.
No.
Guys blow by him all the time.
All
it's
day.
like, if you're gonna go through him, he'll block your shot. But dude, he's not guarding guys. So the reason why we're bringing this up is the report came out today that Dallas is, quote unquote, sniffing around his trade value. So I had been saying this for a long time, and I agree with you, man. I think that Kristaps can be a productive player, but he needs to be in an offense where it works, man. With two other superstars that...
How are you going to say it didn't work when they're literally the most dominant offense of all time?
Because
Better than any Jordan team, LeBron team, Steph Curry team is Luka and KP together. Yeah. That's the most dominant offense that's ever lived.
And it worked for 4 months. And Kristaps had a horrific injury, and now he's not the same. And now it's time to move on.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not against your position here. It's just crazy. But then there's another story that comes out after the trade rumor comes out, because the trade rumor was verified by like Ian Begley, who's a legitimate NBA writer. Like, that's a legitimate reporter. So when somebody when somebody like that puts a report out, like he's a real NBA reporter.
That's like Shams.
He's an ESPN reporter. He's jobs are on the line. But I will say, after it came out, another story comes out like a half hour later. Kristaps Porzingis trade rumors are infuriating Mark Cuban, where he says it's just not true. He says not even sniffing around to find his trade value. It's just a straight up, the story's manufactured and not true. And it's like, man, I don't know who to believe, because Begley's a fantastic reporter and Mark Cuban's a great owner, and I love Mark Cuban, but also
you gotta lie when you
financial
gotta
guy.
lie,
he's the owner. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah, exactly.
You gotta lie when you gotta lie.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not against. You brought up something that I thought was interesting. Like, what's up with like John Collins? What if because like Dallas is real soft, right? Like, what if instead of like a stretch four, well, John Collins can shoot it, but like, he's more of like a, what if we get like pace and a little roughness? Yeah, like how would that affect Luka and the other surrounding role guys? Like, that might be cool.
Well, now you open up the opportunity to play Collins at the 5. So you could play Collins
Small
at the
ball.
5 and
lineup,
get 4 shooters around Luka. So you're doing the right thing, because are you really losing rebounds, losing Kristaps? No. Luka's 8-9 rebounds a game. Yeah. So I don't need that. Okay. So what is Kristaps for? All right. He's 7-3 shooting. All right. Well, he's shooting 29%. All right. So what are we doing here? It's time to move on. We'll move him. And let me get John Collins, some guy who's going to move the tempo. He can guard all 5 positions. He's a freak athlete. He's not going to rebound.
He can shoot it okay.
Yeah.
In the 30s somewhere from
high
deep.
30s this year.
Yeah. From deep. Yeah. He can shoot it.
He's not great, but, I mean, this year he's been awesome. So, I mean, I don't know. You got to open up that idea. Collins and Luka might be nasty. Collins is a sick defender. He's never been hurt. Yeah. He's never, ever hurt.
The report was not they're out on KP and he's on the block. The report was they sniffed around to find out his value. You know what I mean? I think they called Golden State and a couple other. I wonder who they're calling about. Like Wiseman? Are they calling about Wiseman and Wiggins?
You're out of your mind. No, let's start this conversation. What is Kristaps' value? What are you giving up for him? You don't own him. Mark Cuban's calling you, and he's saying, "Yo, I'm offering you Kristaps. What are you throwing?"
I don't know who am I? Let me be the GM of somebody. Who am I?
Golden State.
So I'm okay. I'm Bob Myers and Company. I'm probably
What's the best decision for you guys in the future? You're Golden State. You need to make the best decision for you in the future.
It's a package around Wiggins.
It's not going to be Wiseman.
Well, okay, well that's a tough situation because I think Golden State might be thinking about.
You're Bob Myers. Well,
hold on. Let me explain this because I think that Golden State might be thinking about if they should move on from Wiseman, not because he's not going to be incredible. He's going to be a perennial All-Star and make 9+ All-Star games in his career, but he makes mental errors and they're trying to win right now, and their core is Steph, Clay, Draymond. They're all 32, 33. Like, I'm not sure if he's winning. If I can move Wiseman, that might be a separate conversation, my point is.
Right.
So I might hang on to Wiseman, but I'm saying just looking at the roster in terms of contract and in terms of, like, talent, it lines up somewhere around Wiggins.
Like Wiggins and Oubre. And Dallas is going to slam the phone right down because it's not enough.
Yeah. But that's, like... It's tough because, like, that's not his real trade value, but that's what it is right now because his value is probably in the toilet because he's played 17 games. He's coming off about 1,000 injuries. Like, he's always hurt. They're always big injuries. They're not, like, little...
He had that one in New York where he went down on the dunk.
And he had his knees reconstructed.
Yeah, dude.
His entire body's been reconstructed. His
totally.
knees, his ankles, yeah. It's always something. It's his shoulders.
So are you
his
any
back.
picks? I saw one today that was Wiseman, Wiggins,
and a pick, right?
And the Timberwolves pick.
Okay.
You're out of your mind.
See, I saw one that was...
And like Smiley Gee or whatever.
I saw one that was they want a pick. The Golden State wants a pick.
I don't even think they have a pick, though.
Dallas has no picks.
Yeah, Dallas has 0 picks.
They have seconds.
So
Yeah.
Dallas would have to go get a pick for it to make it work. And, bro, even if we're doing this, like, it's not going to happen, man. Dallas is not going to get a superstar. If Atlanta gives up John Collins for Kristaps...
Okay, here's another thing.
That's a whole different conversation. That's a terrible idea. That's a whole different conversation.
I think if you have a guy like Kristaps, it might be tough because you know that he's playing under his potential, right? So you know his trade value is low. So you know right now if I move him, I have to take 70 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, he could be a 25 and 12 guy instead of a 19 point whatever and 8 guy.
Yeah.
He could be a 25 and 12 guy and you would not be surprised. The talent is there.
Right.
We're like, if he was that, you'd be like, that's probably what he should be.
Right.
That's like, he's good enough to be that. Like, maybe if you're somebody like Dallas, you're like, we should probably hang on to this guy because, like, I'm not going to move him. Dude, if you move him for Oubre and Wiggins, neither of those guys are at the level that we think KP's potential at least
Totally.
is. We're like, you should be playing. So, like, maybe I just hang on to him and hope I get it at least. It's like the stock market. If you buy a stock at $1 and it goes down to 10 cents, don't sell it. Just hold it until it comes back up a little bit. You need to make a little bit more than 10 cents. Like, maybe that's the idea with Kristaps. Like, maybe your stock's going to go way down. Yeah. But maybe if we just hang on, it'll slowly rise back up and we can... what I'm saying is I don't want to move like a perennial all-star guy for a guy who's not at that same level. And then you lose out on like a real all-star asset. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, man. But we need to look at... See, this is a problem that we have. As we look at Kristaps and we're like, oh, dude, he's sick. He's 7'3". He reigns. But it's like that's not what's happening right now.
Yeah, you're talking about like his player archetype.
Yeah, like what he's doing now is he's pretty much just out here as a higher scoring, higher usage Luke Cornett.
You're always doing this with the comparisons. It's so disrespectful.
No. All right. I'll take this one serious.
That's so ridiculous.
That was hilarious. No, I didn't mean that. But
Luke
like,
Cornett.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
It's so rude.
No, that's so funny.
It's so rude.
All right, so, but like, I don't know, man. What would you say, Kristaps? Like, what is his value, man? Like, I
don't know. I mean,
I'm not giving up multiple first-round picks. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
Well, I mean, if you look at, like, Drew Holiday, who's better, Drew Holiday or hitting his potential Kristaps?
Oh, yeah, Kristaps. But
Drew Holiday just got, like, 5 picks, dude. Like, 5 firsts. So if you're Dallas, you're probably like, wait, what? No. Like you said, I'm hanging up the phone. Because you're looking at it, you're not looking at it from the same lens as somebody who's like, ooh, I might be able to get him 70 cents on the dollar. If you're Dallas, you're like, no, get out of here. I know what he could be.
I'm calling you. If you're calling me, I'm saying I'm not giving you those picks. Do you see what just happened in the Achilles? Did you just see he's played 17 games?
Because like you want to try to punch up, not down.
Yeah,
right?
like you're not going to get me, man. Like I know that Kristaps is coming off the Achilles. I know he's played 17 games. I know he's shooting 29%. All that information is open to the public.
Right. Because like in theory, in theory, if I'm who's there, Donnie Nelson, I would say, what's up with Jaylen Brown? Let me get Jaylen Brown. I'll give you Kristaps, Jalen Brunson.
I don't even think
I'll give you 5 picks. Oh, let me go get a bunch of picks first. They don't have any picks, but I'm saying like that's what you want to do. You want to punch up.
I don't think that's what
Danny Ainge will hang up.
Yeah,
he will say,
I'll throw
get
you
the hell out
Kemba.
of. No, I don't want that. But you see what I'm saying? It's like you want to punch up. If you have Kristaps, you don't want to settle for Oubre and Wiggins. You want to go up.
Yeah, for sure.
From
Totally.
Kristaps. Give me Jaylen Brown. I'll give you Brunson, KP, and
Hardaway.
however many. Yeah, whatever else you want. And give me Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. You want to punch up. So
But
it's
I
tough,
think-
especially when the guy's not playing well right now. Like you're not taking 65 cents on the dollar for him.
No,
I'm not taking Oubre and somebody else. No.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Not gonna happen. I'll just hold him and not play. He'll sit on the bench rehabbing. I don't care. Before I do that, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? No way.
I agree.
way.
But I would say, like, if we're really doing this right here, we're doing player for player. I would say the player equal value would be like a Kemba Walker.
Ah, man. It's so. You mean right now because KP's not playing well?
Kemba and
What about
Kristaps
KP?
are like the same value.
What about KP playing at like his potential? Who's his player count? Just in value, not in terms of style.
Yeah. Okay. That's really good, man. I don't know. I would say someone like probably like Gobert level. Probably like top 3 bigs in the West.
Dude, okay, how about Gobert? Isn't he like 13 and 12?
Yeah.
He's an
But they're the
all-star.
number
Is he
1
a-
team in the West, and he plays awesome defense. He guards every big.
Okay.
He averages like 2.5 blocks a game.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's like a 2-time defensive player of the year.
I know. And he doesn't have many skills, dude.
Yeah, no, he's so long, lengthy.
He has very few
just-
skills.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not hating on him. He's obviously awesome at his role. That's why they're so good, is because everyone is awesome at their role.
Dude, it must be so nice to play with Gobert. You could just overplay on all these guys and just allow anybody to get into the paint.
Send him.
Yeah, you're like,
filter 'em
yeah,
all
dude,
to
I
the-
don't care.
Close
Blow
out-
by me.
Close out as hard
Have
as
fun
you
with
can.
that guy
Yeah,
down there.
Just filter them all down
Yeah,
low.
dude.
But like, dude, and like all the points he can't do anything offensively. Every point he gets basically is either a putback or it's somebody
He's an
created it for him.
unbelievable screener.
That's true, but I mean for scoring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like,
Every
you
one
can't dump
of
it
his-
to him on the block.
No, but you can dump it to him when somebody overcommits on like.
Yeah.
you know what I
Like
mean?
little touch passes.
Yes, little dump offs.
Yeah.
It's whatever, man. It's that style player that I just can't. I'll never, dude. Steven Adams and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
you're-
Rudy Gobert's a glorified Steven Adams.
Yeah, totally. Like you scored 7 points. You had 12 boards. It's a good. Even though it's tough because like that guy is like without Gobert, like Utah's obviously not nearly as good as they are. I got that. I got that he does all the dirty work, and you need somebody to do that. I got that.
Yeah, last night he had 12 and 13, and Georges Niang had to hit 7 threes for them to win. He went 7-7 from
I'm
deep.
just saying there are guys out here who have way more skills, man. You know?
Yeah.
There are other big men who have way more skilled. It's whatever. I don't hate on Gobert. He's like I said, he's perfect in his role. That whole team is, dude. Like Jordan Clarkson is awesome. Somebody said Jordan Clarkson was cut from the cloth of like J.R. Smith and Lou Will. Like he was just born for this. Like just give me the ball and get out of the way.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes I'm gonna do some stupid stuff, but I know how to put this round circle through that round circle. I can tell you that much.
Dude,
Like,
he was so frustrating to watch on the Cavs where he just kept shooting and shooting.
and
in
like
the
how about all
finals.
those Lakers years, like when Kobe was
I used to
hurt?
like Clarkson on the Lakers.
Remember
I was pro Clarkson on the Lakers, and then he went to play with LeBron, and then he clanked all those shots.
Well,
in the
remember
finals.
that
I was
first
like, oh, I
night?
gotta get this guy out of my face.
No. The first night they played together, the first game they
Yeah.
played together, LeBron and Clarkson were loving each other. Remember they were doing the
Yeah.
thing, and Clarkson was ripping threes, and LeBron was on the bench laughing and doing the 3-point celly. Then it went downhill. That was just the best it ever got. Was that first game they ever played together. After that, it was just downhill.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm sort of coming around. I'm with you on Porzingis. He signs a 5-year extension with $158 million in 2019.
Oh my God!
Right now he's averaging 20 and 8, and he's shooting 35% from deep. And he's only played 17 games this season since he returned in January from his surgery that already just repaired his meniscus in his other knee. So it's like, I don't know, man. So the report was that the one Western Conference exec told Bleacher Report that KP's looked like a scarecrow while struggling on the defensive side, adding, I'm not sure the guy can guard anybody out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's tough. Maybe it's time. Begley did report that they specifically reached out to the Warriors. I mean, I don't know what that...
Yeah, they're probably looking for Wiseman or something, but, I mean, that's the only thing they would want,
But, I mean, Cuban explicitly said there is no trade discussion, period. I just think they used it as a way to put it out there what they think of KP.
Mavs are 14-15. Luka just won them a game the other day on his own. We're wasting time, man. We're wasting time we're wasting games. We're wasting precious hours of time that we're wasting with Kristaps Porzingis when we can get another superstar with Luka. They're 14-15, man. He's winning games on his own already. Let's get him help while we can. Like this guy, he's not playing again tonight. Back stiffness. Like when did the back come up?
Now he got a back issue?
When did that flare
I thought
up?
it was every other joint.
Yeah.
I thought the back was the one good thing.
Yeah. I thought we were good on the back.
I thought it was knees, elbows, shoulders, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah, I swear to God.
I thought it was everything else. I didn't know it was your back. Jesus, dude. Leg bones connected in there, hip bone, and they're all messed up on KP. Everything he's got. It's tough.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It's tough.
How long does he have on this extension of the 3 years?
Yes, this is season 2 of since the extension. 5-year, $158 million.
Are you riding this out? No way. Stop. You're riding out these 3 years of your cubes? You're going to bed at night thinking, oh yeah, we got 3 more years of this. We'll be all right. No way.
Donnie Nelson. Well, I don't know what you can do to get better. I think the only options available right now are, again, punching down. I think you want to punch up, but right now, because his value is so in the toilet, you're going to have to punch down.
How is his value going to go up, though?
I don't know.
Playing.
He has to play better.
And he doesn't play. He doesn't play. Let alone play better.
I mean,
he's got to play.
He's played 17 games this year. He's 19-8. Like, first of all, if he played 17 games this year and he was 25-11, we would be having a different conversation. You know what I mean?
Dude, the Mavs have played 29 games.
Yeah, he's played in just over half their games.
And
they're just under 500.
Yeah, dude, I can't be doing this.
Yeah, I know. It's probably a problem. It's probably time to, at the very least, it's time to start thinking about, the next move. I wonder what, dude, to be honest, it's probably all what Luka wants. What does Luka want? Does he want to ride with KP? Because if Luka wants to ride with KP, if Luka wants KP there, then he stays.
Yeah, but people are going to lose their job because of that.
But there's jobs that's true. On the line. You know that's true, though.
Yeah.
And if Luka wants KP gone, then he's gone. And if Luka wants KP there, then he'll stay. That's just how it is.
So we have to start this conversation with Luka. We need to start this You're in my office. Hey, man, do you think we could do this? This is all of my statistics proving why this isn't going to work. Convince me why I should keep him. That's tough.
I mean, who do you want? Who'd you rather have? Basically anybody.
Collins?
Yeah.
Someone that'll play, bro.
Yeah.
Just give me someone who will actually play. I don't want to talk about Larry. Get out of here. No, I don't want that.
How awesome would Luka and Levine be together? Like, I don't want that deal for the Bulls. I'm just saying.
Awful. That would be awesome.
I just mean as a as a backcourt. They'd be an awesome backcourt.
Yeah. Who else? Who's like a young big that you think would be awesome in a big role? Miles Turner? No. Sabonis?
Miles Turner's cool. That's cool, but no.
Luka and Sabonis would be sick.
Why does it have to be a big? Why can't it be like a wing? Or even another guard?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess, but they need a big. They have no bigs. Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber?
Yeah.
That's tough. So, I don't know, man. I think
Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber have decent contracts, too. One of them's like 12, one of them's 9.
Yeah.
That's like almost
Maxi
a max
Kleber
deal.
just signed a really nice extension.
That's almost those two guys right there is almost a max deal.
Facts.
So those two guys plus KP is 2 max deals essentially.
And Dwight Powell just came major knee surgery too.
Tim Hardaway who's making 20-something million.
Ugh.
If you really wanted to, you could free up like $65 million in cap space
now
by moving those 3 guys.
Right now.
Moving those 4 guys.
The reason why we say that we're wasting precious time is because Luka makes $6 million, like $8 million, $9 million.
Yes.
So it's like,
But why are you giving these extra big contract slots to Tim Hardaway then?
Facts, bro. I'm with
I don't
you.
understand
I'm
why
with
you're
you.
giving Tim Hardaway $25 million.
I'm with
that
you.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
You need to be taking that money while Luka only makes $6 million, while you can stuff as many good players
Because you're gonna have to
under
pay
the
Luka
salary cap.
$25 million.
Right. While you could stuff as many good players under the salary cap until you have to pay Luka, you should be doing that. You shouldn't be just using that money as a placeholder given to a player like Tim Hardaway. I like Tim Hardaway, but he should probably be making like 13 a year, something like that. 15.
Yeah, like 10.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be. He shouldn't be making 25. He's almost making max money. What is he doing? What are we doing? Why is that happening?
Yeah.
I like Tim Hardaway,
agree.
and I think he's a good compliment with Luka. I think that they play good together, but I don't understand why you're paying guys like that, role players, almost max money.
What about Brogdon? Give me Brogdon.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
See, I'm looking for guys like that. Like that's why I threw Levine in there. Like it's just, he's a one-time All-Star. Like I need like that type of. I can't. Obviously, I don't need a superstar.
I need an off
like,
guard that could shoot, that will knock down open shots, which has been their biggest problem all year because they don't have enough shooting. Because you traded Seth Curry for Josh Richardson because you're making stupid
that was
moves,
dumb.
man.
Yeah,
you're
that was
making
dumb.
stupid moves.
That one was dumb.
You know, so it's like, damn, we're in major games with time running it down with like Maxi Kleber hitting big shots.
Yeah, or
like I don't want to sleep at night with that.
Yeah.
Like sure, fine, he'll knock one down, but it's like I don't want to sleep with that, man. We got to put ourselves in better positions.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's time, dude. Whatever. I guess it's time. You just got to start doing what the report is that they're doing, just taking calls and figuring it out, figuring out what his value is, so you can start to try to get
The long game
good
is
deal.
not the way to go.
That sucks.
You
though,
gotta
because
make-
Luka's 21.
Yeah,
you
but-
want that to be able to happen, but also with the salary cap and stuff, you want to. He's ready to win now, and your other teammates aren't.
So like I hear you, like it's time to start thinking about
Yeah,
that.
probably.
But also it's
Probably.
like let's start making this move faster and faster and faster before we really are
You're gonna
wasting
deal
time
KP.
here.
He's gonna go back to 26 and 12. And you're
Then
gonna
I'll
be like,
eat my words. I'll eat my words. I will come on this show, I swear to God, and say I was wrong. I swear to
No,
God.
you might not be wrong though. If he goes to another bad team like he was in New York, he might go back up to 25 and 12.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what happens when you go from a second option on a
Totally.
good team to a first option on a bad team.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you're gonna see that with your own eyes and be like, it's another 37 and 14 for
totally.
Porzingis, and it's gonna be annoying because you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, why couldn't he do that? You know,
Yeah,
it's
dude,
tough.
but
It's tough.
What's up with like Toronto?
Some guys are just meant to
Toronto.
be.
Kyle Lowry?
Oh, I was gonna say Siakam.
Kyle Lowry?
Who also
Would
did
you make
not
that
the-
move?
What?
Kyle Lowry for Kristaps?
No. Kyle Lowry's 35 years old.
He's got 1 year left on his deal. You eat the cap and
I'm
you
all
free
good.
up.
I'm all set. For what?
And picks?
For what? You're gonna lose an asset.
Yeah, but you free up all that money. You just go get a guy that'll play with Luka.
Yeah, no, you're gonna lose an asset. Well, right now you
Yeah,
have
it's
two
true.
assets. You have two all-star
I'm just
assets.
trying to think of how I could help Luka
Donnie
the best
Nelson
way possible.
Donnie Nelson. All right, here's how you help him. Donnie Nelson has two all-star assets: Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
One of those all-star assets cannot get flipped for another asset that's not an all-star. We
I
cannot
agree.
settle for
I agree.
Andrew Wiggins. We cannot settle for anything like that.
Yeah,
It needs to be.
I
That's why I
agree.
threw Jaylen Brown out there. Do I
Yeah.
think Danny Ainge would ever do that? No. But that's where they need to start. They need to start at we need to. An all-star,
Yeah.
like a real all-star.
A bona fide all-star.
Right. That's
Locked
what I'm saying.
in
We're not,
every year.
I don't want Oubre and shit like that. Like, get that out of here. No, That's not what we're doing. That's so.
Oubre.
Yeah, so you gotta. Donnie Nelson's gotta flip one all-star for another. You can't take any less. Otherwise, no, I'm not taking Kyle Lowry and then letting that contract expire. Then you have one asset. No, that's why you always trade the guy if he won't re-sign in the last year of his deal, because you're like, I don't trust that. He's going to walk away and get nothing. I need to get something back for him. Let me get a couple picks. Like, I don't like that. I would not do the Lowry and then let him expire. I know what you're going for, because then you have $30 million of cap room and you sign a free agent. I still don't like that, because you're just letting an all-star asset walk. No, you got to get another all-star back. I don't know how, because
tough.
Luke KP's not playing like an all-star right now, so I don't know how. It's tough. They're in a tough spot. He just, like I said, $158 million.
And you have
It's
a
lo-
generational talent, and
it's a
you're
lot of money.
circling the drain right
Yeah,
now, 14 and 15.
Yeah, it's true.
Tough.
It's true. Yeah, they need to make something
man,
soon.
that's
They need to
so
do
tough.
something soon, man. They're in
That's
trouble.
so tough.
Another trade rumor that has been going on the last couple of weeks, though, it's been talked about, it's been kicked around, is Lonzo to the Bulls. How do you feel about that? Now, the Bulls are in the 8th seed right now. They did just slide into the 8th seed for the first time in, 5 years?
No, so,
7
all
years?
right, so we were talking about this a while ago, and I was anti this move. And I thought this was a stupid idea, and it's not going to help the Bulls win the East, and it's not a good idea, and I didn't think that it was a good idea. However, I am so tired of Kobe White. Get Kobe White out of my face. I never want to watch Kobe White in a Bulls jersey again. He's awesome in the fact that he takes 50 million shots a game, can't set up the rest of his teammates, and only is shooting out here. You're taking shots away from Levine. You're taking shots away from Laurie. It's not going well. We had a great discussion, just a great basketball discussion before this about Lonzo and how it's just not working in New Orleans. Like, I was watching the game on Sunday. They had a 25-point deficit to Boston. Boston's a whole another issue. We'll get to that later. But, I mean, it's a whole different issue. And the Pelicans come back and win that game and go out and beat Boston. And it's like, Brandon Ingram is their main piece, and we were talking about this back and forth about how he's their main facilitator. They got to find
main
ways.
Playmaker.
Yeah, totally. And he's like six dimes a game, so it's like whatever.
Five
all right, fine. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, but what I've been noticing is Zion has been bringing the ball up more, and he facilitates more because he draws so much attention.
Because he, just like LeBron and Giannis, they're unstoppable
massive.
From getting to the hoop.
You remember that bucket he had? I'm sure you saw it on Instagram. He goes up for a layup and Tice just goes flying off of it. Yeah. You're like, oh my God, but this hip ends every play. He could do that anytime he wants. He could literally draft and come in and all five guys just...
Well, and it's like, what's funny
all
is
collapse.
I was watching that game. I was in Vegas at the sportsbook watching that game, but I saw it on Instagram too, and the caption was weight room. But it's like, I don't think you understand. That's not helping. The kid's 300 pounds. Yeah. You could sit in the weight room all day, every day. He can do that to anybody.
Yeah.
Because
he's 300
bigger
pounds.
and stronger, and he can push through. He's running faster. Yeah, that's how physics works.
Yeah.
Sit in the weight room all you want, unless you put on 85 pounds of muscle. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. So the problem is Brandon Ingram is an all-star. He's bona fide all-star.
Yeah, even though he's
legit.
Snubbed.
Yeah, he got snubbed this year, but, I mean, they suck. So,
yeah, right.
He's a stud, and Zion is a generational talent. So it's like, okay, those two guys are having the ball at all times in their hands. So Lonzo... his main strength is his passing.
And this is the argument I've been making. So, if B.I. and Zion are going to have the ball all the time, and they're not going to be off-ball guys, they're going to walk the ball up the court, they're going to initiate the offense, then what is Lonzo doing on your roster? I don't understand. If that's the case, then you need a little guard who just shoots. You need like the Trey Burke style guard, not a point guard who is a floor general. Because if you have a floor general and you take the ball out of his hands, it makes no sense. Now, Lonzo's jumper has gotten a lot better. As I've been arguing with you and Leo and everyone else in our basketball group chat is, he's not the same player. And the jump shot is not the same. Last night, 3 of 6 from deep. The game before, 6 of 12 from deep. The game before, 5 of 10 from deep. That's 50%, 50%. The other night is 21 points, 12 rebounds on 3 of 4 from deep. The other night before, it's 24 points and, or 12 assists, And that game is the first game he's had with over 12 dimes. That was the 6 of 12 from deep game. He's 21 and 12 dimes. And that 12 dimes game he had is the first game he's had with over double-digit rebounds in 15 games. I'm sorry, double-digit assists in 15 games. The 21 and 12, sorry, I know that was goofy. The 21 and 12 that he had 2 games ago is his first time in 15 games having over double-digit assists. My point is, if you have somebody like Lonzo, in order for him to be the best version of himself, you have to put the ball in his hands and let him facilitate to your excellent all-star level wings. If you're not going to do that, if Stan Van Gundy's going to take the ball out of his hands and he's averaging 5 dimes a game, which is probably less than B.I. right now, which is his career low, I want to know what he's doing out there for. I don't understand why you don't get another guy who's just going to stand in the corner and rip threes. Because somebody like Lonzo, he can make scorers better. Because Lonzo... I know he scores sometimes, but that's not his game. He doesn't.
No, he's
not out
facilitator.
There, he's not out there trying to shoot 30 shots a game. I'm out there. I think he would be awesome with Levine. You put the ball in Lonzo's hands, and his whole job is to get Levine shots. Just like Chris Paul said he would do for CP when he was like, dude, I'm sorry, for Booker when he came to Phoenix. He was like, oh, dude, you don't understand. We're going to win. I'm going to get you. This game is going to be so much easier for you now. That's what Chris Paul was saying. Yeah. It's the same thing, man. It's like... You got a guy who's
an elite defender.
Yeah. Yes, and he's a great defender, top 10 on-ball defender in the NBA. So what you're going to do is you're going to take somebody like Levine, who's averaging 28 and change and is playing out of his mind. You're going to make the game easier for him. And you're going to have a guy who is not worried about scoring, is not worried about shooting, is not worried about taking shots away from shooters. He's worried about putting this basketball in that hoop. I don't care whose hand it leaves in order to do it. He was out there playing good basketball. Like, I think it's the type of guy the Bulls need, because the Bulls are in the 8th seed right now, running strictly off coaching and the little bit of talent that they have. Now, if they have an actual strategic point guard who's out there running plays in the offense and is running things and can settle people down and slow the game down and get half court buckets and other things and isolations, and I don't know, man. I think Lonzo has a little bit of the Draymond, Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys who don't, Jimmy Butler, the guys who are like will dive on the floor and play sick D, and they don't care if they score 0 points. They might have 0 points and 20 assists. That's cool. That's an awesome game. He has a little bit of that in him.
He's got to start generating some wins, though. And it's
I don't they don't have the ball.
Yeah,
they don't
totally.
They don't run
it's not his fault.
Through him.
It's
He's
not.
like their fourth option.
For sure.
No,
I'm with you.
Option.
I'm with you. And it's like that's Van Gundy's fault.
I mean, dude, he's 14, 4, and 5, and he's shooting 40% from deep right now. He's playing 31 minutes a game. He's scoring 14 a game, but like he doesn't shoot a lot. Most nights he doesn't shoot over double digits, or most nights he's right around double digits. He's right around like 10 or 11 shots. So he's like their fourth option. How much can you contribute to wins? His PER is pretty good. He's out there. He'll have like 4 steals, 3 blocks, 50% from deep. Like, what do you want? I don't know what more you want me to do. You don't give him the ball more.
I'm with you, man. And
I don't think he's the same player as he has been the last 3 years. I think he's much better.
Yeah.
His stroke looks better. But his numbers are better. His advanced analytics are better.
We got to see him in a better situation where he has the ball.
I agree.
And he just needs to.
I agree. Yeah, they suck, and I think it's literally because
Van Gundy has no idea what he's doing.
And the whole situation with the rotations.
I think the NBA is just past Van Gundy.
Yeah, it could be. The whole situation.
Like he's still trying to do like stuff that was working with
They
Dwight
want Steven Adams out there.
Yeah, it's like
Did you realize you can run Zion at the 5? Like, what do you have a guy?
Okay. You could run BI at the 5.
At the 4, you can run Zion at the 5, BI at the 4, and put 2 shooters out there and Lonzo. You can get rid of Lonzo if you want, and you could have Zion be your point center. Zion, go be Jokic.
Yeah, Van Gundy's just an old guy trying to play.
He doesn't understand. He
basketball.
He thinks he's in the 80s.
Steven Adams out there.
Let me get Steven Adams. I need a point guard. I need to run pick and roll. It's like, dude.
Zion plays the 4. That he's works. Clearly a 4.
Right. It's like that's just the old school mentality.
Yeah,
like,
you're out of your mind.
You don't really need that. That's why that's the exact same argument that I used to make against the Bulls drafting Wendell Carter.
Yeah,
it's the exact same argument. It's like, dude, you don't see where the sport is going?
Lauren can just play the 5.
The 5. Yeah. Why'd you just get like an actual starting center you have to give 30-something minutes a game to? You just ruined
the whole thing.
You had like a cool direction there, and then you kind of
screwed it up.
I realized that a guy like Laurie or a guy like AD, they don't want to play the 5 all game. I got it. That's cool. We'll get like JaVale type guys to come in.
You don't draft a guy run top 10.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Because now you got to give that guy 35 minutes or whatever. It's like, that's tough. It's the same argument. It's the same thing. So it's like your Steven Adams issue. It's like, dude, you don't need that. I don't need that because like Zion's best thing is getting in the paint. It's like, what am I supposed to do when your big ass is always down there? Because Steven Adams can't shoot threes or anything like that. He needs to be down there. Like, I don't know. Their whole system is goofy. But in terms of the Bulls, I'm pro Lonzo. I've been saying that since the very first day the report came out. I'm like, if the Bulls can do that, they should jump on that. Especially if Kobe White is involved. And I'm not anti-Kobe White.
That would be awesome. When's the deadline?
I like Kobe White. It's a month away. I like Kobe White, but he's obviously not there yet. He's 20 years old, 21 years old. He's out there he's just a gunner. He's never seen a shot.
Yeah, it doesn't facilitate anything.
Right, like you need somebody who's going to play. So I've always said Lonzo's like an IQ guy and a defense guy and a facilitate guy and a guy where it's like, oh, I don't care if I shoot it. I'm going to make somebody get a good look. Dude, that's what the Bulls need. It's exactly what the Bulls need. Yeah. That's exactly what they need because they're already the 8th seed just on coaching and talent. You don't think if they actually get somebody who's out there who's like going to like play winning, facilitate winning games, like that's not going to help them? Of course it is. I've always liked that. So, I mean, I know all you idiots have been yelling at me and telling me I'm wrong for the last month, but we'll see. I like Lonzo, and I like Lonzo on the Bulls. I think it would be an awesome move.
I agree. I'm with you.
Yeah, you've come to I've come to your side on the KP thing, so it's only fair.
I'm with you.
All right, let's get. I know you had a couple points you want to make.
Dude, all right, Boston, man.
About the Celtics.
So I'm back to this game on Sunday. So I could be wrong right now, and Kemba Walker could be absolutely going off right now because I know he was playing pretty well before we started the show. He's playing Dallas right now. But it is time.
It's 85-84 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
It is time to start the Kemba Walker discussion because first of all, people in Boston are calling for Brad Stevens' head.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's mind blowing.
Yeah, bro. Like if you go
one of the
on
best
Twitter,
coaches in the NBA.
Nah, bro. If you go on Twitter right now and look up Brad Stevens,
I can
there will
understand
be
why.
Celtic fans that will be like, "You're out of your mind. You gotta fire Brad." And Brad he has no emotion on the sideline, and the team feeds off his emotion on the sideline, and he looks scared, and he looks like he's a little kid, and you're like, "Oh man, it's tough." But here's the problem. It's not Stevens. It's not Jaylen Brown, and it's not Jason Tatum. It's Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker has been awful since the bubble, since the time off. He came back. He had a surgery.
Right now, Kemba's 3 for 12 and 1 for 6 from deep.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like
he's shooting 91.5% from the free throw line.
On Sunday, he had 14 points on 5 of 21 and 1 of 12 from deep.
I know. I saw
Stop shooting.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's why they lost.
Please stop. Please.
Yeah.
I'm begging you.
For the love of God.
Please
yeah.
stop.
Should they have kept Terry Rozier instead of getting Kemba?
Oh, wow.
Can we start that conversation?
So
should they have hung on to Scary Terry and not went ahead with acquiring Kemba?
So I actually think the league has moved past Kemba. I think the league is transitioning so fast that Kemba is already in the past generation. This small guard that can't play defense, he can't facilitate for others. He's just a young gun, little guard who's out there.
20 a game.
Yeah. And he's never really been an awesome shooter.
Right. It's a volume shooter. He's a volume shooter.
Yeah, he's never really been a great three-point shooter, but he's all about getting to the elbow, and it's like the mid-range is almost lost now.
Yeah.
What is a mid-range? I mean,
that's not true.
jumpers,
the most elite scorers in the NBA still use it tremendously.
For
Steph,
sure, but
KD.
coaches don't want to do that percentage-wise. If you look at the metrics, mid-range shots are garbage, But I agree,
the best scorers
got that.
The best scorers in the NBA are still the best mid-range shooters too. Steph Curry leads the NBA in mid-range shots taken and mid-range.
Yeah, for sure.
Percentage.
But I like the mid-range shot.
Second.
Yeah, totally. All of that. I agree with all of that. But I'm just saying,
you're not going to score 28 a game without having the mid-range in your bag.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to be that level scorer, that needs to be in your game.
Yeah, but you're also not going to be a 28-point-a-game scorer only shooting mid-range.
True.
So that is where I get to the point.
Yeah, those guys are all 3 levels.
So, Kemba's not a 3-level scorer. He's a 2-level scorer.
Yeah.
And he's not – I mean, he's 1 of 12 from deep. Stop.
Yeah, he's 0 for 6 right now or whatever.
Over 6. He's 1 of 18.
1 of 6.
Yeah, 1 of 18 in the past 2 games.
Uh-huh.
So I can't be doing this anymore, man.
He's been struggling, and you're right in that he doesn't assist. And it's not about assists. I don't care about what the stat.
Well, because now we're taking.
He doesn't facilitate and run the offense and create shots for other guys.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. Well, here you go. I was just talking about the Pelicans. If they're not going to play through Lonzo and let Lonzo run the offense and distribute to your all-star wings who are off ball, then that guy should just be a gunner, a paid gun to stand at the three-point line and catch and shoot. You know who it should be? It should be Kemba. It should be somebody like that. If I don't need 8+ dimes out of you, then all I need you to be is a guy who's going to score when I need you to score, especially from out there. That's like a move right there that I would think is better than what they got going. I think that's like the perfect thing. So somebody like Kemba should be in a place where he doesn't. It's the same situation with Lonzo, where he has these 2 awesome guys who play off ball, but they need the ball. So really, Kemba's just out there. He's not a facilitator. So he's just out there really taking shots away from the 2 guys that need the ball.
That's my whole point,
If he was Chris Paul, he'd be able to get those 2 guys involved all day.
But he's not doing that.
Right.
So you're taking shots away from Tatum in crunch time when you're down 3. Tatum needs to be taking these shots. It doesn't need to be Kemba.
Whereas if their roster was Chris Paul, Brown, and Tatum, or even Lonzo,
they're the number
Brown,
1
and
team
Tatum,
in the East.
Right, and you have that awesome facilitating
Brown and Tatum
point guard.
will win enough games by themselves.
Yes, and then you have a point guard who facilitates to them all game, keeping a half an eye out, looking when they have half a step on someone. He's going to get them that shot. He's going to deliver that ball right where it needs to be to get at them that shot. You know what I mean?
agree.
That's what Chris Paul does. That's what he's made a living doing. That's what Lonzo does. They're that old school type of 90s point guard where it's like, all game long, I'm going to watch all four of these guys. And the second one of them have a half a step on somebody, boom, I'm going to deliver that pass. And they're going to – that's what a point guard used to be. That's what a point – it wasn't ever this Kemba thing until recently.
No.
Like that's –
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
And you want to – this whole thing, this next thing I'm about to tell you is going to crush this whole thing. So we got another 3 years of this. This is year 2.
No, yeah, you got to get off that. Yeah.
So this falls into the same discussion as Luka. We're like, all right, dude, now we're wasting a lot of time with Brown and Tatum. It's like, all right, we're going to have to pay both those guys. I mean, we already are paying both those guys. And now we're wasting our last max spot on a guy who's 1 for 18 in the past 2 games. Oof. That's tough.
Yeah, it sucks. There's a report right here. It says from Rick Bucher, GMs are mad at Danny Ainge for trying to move an injured Kemba Walker.
Yeah, Danny just don't care.
And it's talking about how like that was 14 hours ago. It was published, and it's talking about how like everyone's mad at Danny Ainge because his 2 offseason acquisitions, Tristan Thompson and Jeff Teague, are both less than stellar.
Oh, they've been awful.
And a third scoring option outside of Brown and Tatum has been super hard to find. And then there's also the fact that they're pissed that Gordon Hayward's out there averaging 22 a game. Like, dude, what? Then we could have kept this guy for all I care. They're like, what is going on? What? Like, they just need a third guy.
Yeah,
like,
it's so frustrating,
it's tough.
man.
Yeah, it's tough.
So frustrating.
This is Rick Bucher, and he kind of writes sensationalistic reports, but I believe that there's probably some truth to that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think this Boston thing is getting very hard to watch. Watching them blow a 25-point lead the other day was pretty painful. Not going to lie to you.
It's not what you want to see.
Not going to lie to you.
Both those guys made the All-Star team.
Who?
Brown and Tatum.
Yeah, Kemba didn't.
I know. But Brown and Tatum did, so good for them. That's cool. Do you have any faith in Boston in the playoffs?
None.
No.
They have no bench. They're young. They're playing Semi Ojeleye a lot.
Brown and Tatum are having their best year, like, playing together, I feel like.
Yeah, but
I don't
bro,
care
it's
about
not
stats.
about
I just
those
mean,
guys.
like, those 2 guys they're, like, here.
Yeah, but they're not the problem. The
I know.
problem is the depth, and the
That's what I
problem
was
is
gonna
Kemba
say,
shooting,
yeah.
and the problem is they don't have a big. They haven't had a big in 4 years. They're playing Time Lord a bunch.
That's why
which
when
is
we were
cool,
talking about,
but
we were arguing
he's
about
really good, by the way.
Porzingis.
It's
We were
Time
arguing
Lord.
about Porzingis, and I threw out, what's up with the Celtics? Any of those Celtics guys?
Yeah.
And I was saying that from the Celtics perspective, because that's
Do any of those guys even have value? Like, what's Carson Edwards, Tremont Waters, like
No.
Grant Williams, Ojeleye?
Grant Williams has value. You get a first for Grant Williams.
Ugh.
He's an excellent defender.
Yeah, but I mean,
Excellent
Grant Williams and Ojeleye and
Grant
who are
Williams
the
is
other guys?
better than those other guys you just named.
Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard's a rookie, and he's shooting 90-something% from the line. The Celtics had 3 point guards who were shooting 90+.
Yeah, but all those guys are young. Romeo Langford.
Yep.
Like, it's like, damn, dude. Like, you have Tatum and Brown. You're out here messing with Romeo Langford.
You guys should be.
Damn, man.
You guys should.
You're Danny Ainge. Go. You're the Celtics.
You should be in the top 3 seeds
Every year.
You have 2 All-Stars in their entering their primes. They're entering their primes right now.
I just don't get it.
You know?
And then you bring in Jeff Teague and Tristan Thompson. It's like, man, what are you doing? That's weird.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. So, the Boston thing, something to keep an eye on. Last thing I want to talk about, just real quick, I just want to touch on it. Do you think LeBron has lost himself this MVP race? Because that was like a big story today on the national talk shows. Like, has he lost this race? It's funny. It's like not even the All-Star game, but like they're like talking about that. And so like I want to talk about that a little bit, touch on the MVP race, but more importantly, much more importantly, I want to talk about like his workload. Because, 37 and 12 and 9 or whatever it was in a big fat L. It's like I don't know that that's what you want. When somebody like Kyle Kuzma's on and off and Montrez is on and off
KCP is on and off.
and AD's out and Dennis Schroeder's out. You have 36-year-old LeBron or whatever he is.
Scrubs.
Once again. You know what I mean? And it's like, do we want to run this guy into the ground in year 18 to try to keep a high seed? And remember when LeBron was like, I don't care what seed I am. if I come into your building for a Game 7, it's gonna be a tough night.
Remember when they were the 5 seed in Cleveland?
Yeah, it's like I'm almost thinking that might be the move rather than I don't know. I don't know if I think that. I'm just thinking out loud. My only point here is that I think LeBron's workload and his usage.
He said all the right things today. He said I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But he was like,
you get my point.
Yeah, totally. But I was saying that he said the right things. He said, I want to be there for my team. I want to continue doing what I do.
The best ability is availability.
Totally.
All that shit.
Yeah. All that.
All the time.
So I get it, man. I get it.
LeBron is a PR king. He's always going to say the right thing.
So, question, though. I would love this MVP on my belt. Oh,
that'd be nice. You're 18.
Yeah, just right there.
You're 18.
Yeah.
But he might. I think he might.
God, I would
got to
love
give that out. I think you should probably give that out.
So you're swallowing that. You're going to eat that?
I'd rather have the next ring than the next MVP.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm saying, dude. So, all right. Dude, that team in Brooklyn is
I'd rather have,
nice.
I'd rather have the 5th ring than he has 4 rings and 4 MVPs, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather have the 5th ring than the 5th MVP.
Okay, so
if those are the options, I know it's not that clear. So you can't just choose. Obviously, everyone.
Right.
It's a fine line of like, I don't know if I would be taking games. I think he's not taking games off because I think he's trying to prove a point.
I think he's going for the MVP. I think he's going to go for it.
And I think he's making a mistake.
I'm with you.
Because the last time that this happened was his first year in L.A. when they sucked and he was doing everything by himself and he was going 1,000% full throttle and he got hurt. And it's like, I don't know
what the point of this is.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the move. We know what you can do when you, like, the move at this point might be to save yourself, or at least try.
That team in Brooklyn is going to be so hard. You need 7 for Brooklyn at least. 7 games.
And I need, like, the real LeBron. I don't want...
For all 7.
Yeah, I don't want 36-year-old LeBron. Oh, look how cute. He's so old
16,
out there hooping.
8 and 8.
No, I need, like, prime LeBron.
Like 37, 10, and 10.
42, 15, and 14. Yeah, like, I need, like, prime LeBron... Prime playoff LeBron against that Nets team. Yeah. I'm terrified of that Nets team.
Yeah, same.
Over this past 2 weeks, man.
Oh, my God. They're 10-1 against teams over 500.
They don't even have their best player.
Oh, my God.
They're one of the 3 teams that are going to win the title.
Yes.
They're the best team in the league. Like, Utah's up there because I'm always scared of those teams that don't have as much talent as everyone else, but they blow everyone out.
Bro.
Because that scares the shit out of me in every sport when you're like, those guys wins a lot of games and they shouldn't be. It was like the year that Ray Lewis, the final year when they won the Super Bowl. We were like, they have no business winning all these games. They're doing it because like they love each other as a team and they play really well together and they truly are like brothers and stuff. Like that's strong. That makes me nervous.
They got like 37 games left with each other in the regular season. So as you
Utah makes me nervous. The Lakers make me nervous. The Clippers make me nervous, and the Nets make me nervous. Those are the 4 teams that I think have a chance at winning the title. Only because it makes me nervous when those guys play way above how good they should be playing. When those teams happen like that in every sport, I start going, uh-oh. Because it's one of those, like, the sum is greater than the, what is it?
Each part is greater than the sum of the whole.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's like that where you're like, these guys should not be playing this well. They win every game. But
they all are going to crap out in the playoffs.
Yeah, but the ball movement, dude, is they are one unit.
No,
they do not play as 14 men or whatever it is. They
play
as one unit.
For me, I'm not scared of Utah.
They'll move that ball 18 times till somebody gets a shot.
I agree.
And I think that is a recipe for success. I'm not saying they're going to win it. I'm saying those types of teams make me nervous. Yeah. So it's Lakers, Clippers, Utah, and Nets. The Nets are they look unstoppable.
Bro,
I'm not sure.
Nets probably have like 36 games left. And on top of probably, another 12 playoff games? Or is anybody beating them in the East?
I don't know.
So they have
They look awesome.
like another 50 games together before we're going to see in the finals. And all right, 50 games from now, this team is going to be way better. This team is going to be 50 full more games under the belt of playing together.
And they're still constantly
better and better and better.
They're still constantly talking about making little tweaks to the lineup and what they need.
They still don't have a big.
Exactly. So, yeah, that team makes me nervous.
They're not done. There's going to be a massive move that's going to happen in the next month, and that will decide for me whether I think they will win the title.
And and regardless of what happened, I don't care if the Lakers acquire Bradley Beal somehow. I don't care what weird thing comes out of left field. No matter what, if it comes down to the Lakers and the Nets, you need prime
LeBron.
Yes, anything less than that
is not
than
enough.
42, 15, and 9 or
Is
whatever.
not enough.
One of those crazy
Yes.
LeBron performances. Yeah, it's not going to work. Anything less than one of those.
KD, Kyrie, and Harden.
Yeah, anything less than transcendent from LeBron is going to be not enough. It's just going to come up short. I don't care what happens. Because those guys will just outscore you for 7 games.
That's going to be so tough. I can't wait. It's going to be an awesome playoff.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. And I like I said, I like the Clippers. I'm still not out on the Clippers. The Clippers, they're still kind of scary too. I'm not out on them.
But in your top 3, it's Nets, Lakers, Clippers.
Yeah, or I would be willing to insert Utah. I'm just about ready to think Utah's legit. I'm
Nets,
just about
Lakers,
ready.
Clippers, Jazz.
Yeah, somewhere in
Okay.
there. Yeah,
Right.
something like that with
I
no
can rock
order.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can rock
All
with
right,
that.
cool. Anything else?
I think we're good.
All right, dude, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. We'll be back. Make sure you guys follow along. If you guys would, make sure you subscribe on iTunes and YouTube and rate and review and all that stuff because it helps with the algorithm and you guys know. All right, cool. Thanks for listening and until next time. Yep, peace.